Hello everyone, we're looking at building friendships and community within a Connect group. For me, this is the most important part of Connect group, and the biggest reason why we have Connect groups is for small group communities. People who are part of a group that feel that they are cared for and loved, and where they have friendship. For this reason, I think as Connect group leaders, we should plow most of our energy into building community and friends. I encourage every Connect group leader to focus on building community instead of building a meeting that happens once a week. I've heard of many stories where people part of a Connect group have been in a moment of crisis, and the first people that they've contacted have been the people in their Connect group. That is a sign of a healthy Connect group, a Connect group that's focused on building community and friendships. That is vital to our faith journey. The question is, how do people feel part of the community? And I'm going to share 4 thoughts on that question that hopefully answer it. Firstly, it's when they are loved. Secondly, when they feel they have a part to play. Thirdly, when they feel that they have connected with other people in the group. And then lastly, when they are on mission for God. Looking at the first one, how do people feel part of the community? It's when they are loved. As Connect group leaders, we need to know that every person that we have in our Connect group has been placed there by God. That means that God will give us as leaders the capacity to love them. And we can call on God and say, God, help me to give time, to give energy, and to love every person in my group. I also encourage every Connect group leader to focus on loving people. We have been called to love people, not to try and fix them. So don't see the people in your group as different projects of how to fix them. We need to remember that God fixes, God restores people. As leaders, we are called to love them and shepherd them toward God. That is our role. And we can do this by spending time with them, and even spending time with them socially. When we spend time with people in our group in their homes, they feel part of the community. They feel loved. They feel cared for. And when we spend time with them, I encourage you to ask them not only what's happened in their past or what's happening in their present, but what have they got in their hearts for their future? What do they feel God is placing in their hearts for their future? And we can be a part of that by saying, I want to pray for what God has for you in your future and see you walk into that. That is what happens when we spend time with people one-on-one and build into them and making them feel part of the community. So get to know their dreams. How do we make people feel part of the community? Well, secondly, when they feel they have a part to play. And that's vital. And the anchored text that we can look at is 1 Corinthians 12, where Paul speaks and he says every person has a part to play. Every person has a unique gifting that God has given them. And for me, as a Connect group leader and for us, I want to encourage us that we don't wait for people to come to us and say, I feel God is doing this inside of me. Or I feel God has shown me that I have this gifting. But just to assume that every person has a part to play and to get them on that journey. There's a story that I heard recently during an alpha course where one table leader didn't arrive. And there were some reluctant leaders in the building that were just part of some of the groups. And one of the guys who was leading the alpha course called this couple out and said, you need to fill a gap tonight. Please can you just sit with these people and lead their table tonight? And as a result, they continued to lead the table for the rest of the course. And after that, they formed a Connect group from the table. That is a leader assuming that people are on this journey and everyone has a part to play. We need to call that out of people. God has given us a mandate as leaders, and that is to ask Him, God, what do you have for each person in my group? I want to make them feel part of the community by making them feel a part of what we are doing. And as leaders, we have the opportunity of opening doors for people in ministry. Thirdly, how do we make people feel part of a community and being part of this group of friends? It's when they connect with other people in our group. I want to encourage you to use the people within your group, possibly those that have been with you for some time, and to connect them with other people in your group. So, for example, if you know that there's someone who's going to visit your connect group for the first time, or someone who's new to your group, ask someone who you can trust, someone who's been with you for quite some time in your group, to engage with them. Set them up. I've seen so many great friendships form because of that. And we need these friendships in our journey of faith. This also helps us to share the load. We don't need to do everything as connect leaders. Finally, how do we make people feel part of this community? It's when we take them on mission with us, when they know that they have a part to play on mission for God. Once again, we just need to assume that people are on mission instead of waiting for them to get on mission. So assume that they are on mission and give them opportunities to be on mission with you. Take them where you go. Assume that they want to go with you. So that can be, for example, at church when people are prayed for and you stand with someone, take one of your connect group members with you. And even if they just stand there in silence, they are catching your heart. Or if you are going on mission somewhere, assume that people want to go with you and take them. Invite them to come on a journey with you. That makes them feel part of this community. In your connect group as well, people can catch the heart for mission. And that happens through prayer. A lot happens when we pray. Not only far away for the places that we pray for, but also in the hearts of our people. And as we pray and they catch our heart for the nations or for mission or for people, they will also start praying and being on mission and seeing God work through them. So those 4 aspects and thoughts, when they are loved, when they feel they have a part to play, when they connect with others in the group, and when they are on mission for God, is how people will feel part of a community. And I pray for healthy communities.